If you're self-employed or a business owner, an entrepreneur, maybe a freelancer or sales rep or advisor, or some other job that gives you plenty of autonomy, you got into that role because there was something about it that you loved doing. You dreamed of doing that thing, but then something happened. That dream hits a bit of a wall of reality because there's all this other stuff that's required of us if we want to do successful work. So, what is that thing that you do that is pure magic? That activity that you just love doing because it comes easy and it's energizing when you do it? You see, everyone has a genius, this part of work that when you do it, it brings you life. Sort of like a good Yeti coffee mug. When you pour a hot beverage into it, it stays warm all day. That's what doing that activity is like for you. But then there's other work activities that don't keep us energized to the same degree. It may be like a takeout cup that maintains heat for a short period of time, but it doesn't last very long. And then there's other activities where it feels like the liquid just simply goes right through the hole in the bottom, not retaining the liquid, let alone any amount of heat. You see, it's hard to change what we're not yet aware of. And so when you identify your genius, it's going to be easier to be able to make some small adjustments in your work rhythm so that you can do more of what you love. And now, why is that important? Because you are your greatest asset. And because that's true, your joy, your satisfaction, your ability to do what you do is also critically important to your success. So I'm not saying that we should eliminate or abdicate any and all work that we find draining. But when we're able to identify what brings us joy and satisfaction, we can look objectively at what we do in any given week and see where something could be done differently. Can that activity be automated? Is there a hack? Or possibly, who could I reach out to where that activity is more in their wheelhouse? It's their genius. And maybe you could simply borrow their genius, and that might just look like a 30-minute conversation to help you get through a challenge that you feel like you've been stuck at for way too long. You see, knowing your genius, which again is your biggest asset, you can begin to manage your energy, which is equally, if not more important than managing your time. Knowing your genius is going to put into perspective how and why you approach work the way you do, how you communicate and why you communicate in that way, how you approach problem solving and lead others, or why you approach certain projects in a particular way. See, this is going to be so important because typically our default approach to work is going to be according to what we're good at and what we enjoy. But as we'll learn in the workshop, using our genius isn't always even the most helpful thing to do for ourselves or for others around us that we may be collaborating with, or those that we may be even trying to sell something to. So join me for my next Know Your Genius workshop, because as someone who works primarily on your own, you are the lid of your business, your sales, your side hustle, and your small team. So growing your capacity is going to begin with growing you. So as we walk through Patrick Lencioni's 6 types of working genius, you're going to begin to see yourself, others, and the work that you do with fresh eyes, because the reality is work itself is meant to be dignifying and enjoyable. So I'm going to cap this virtual workshop at 7 people max, because a huge value piece of what we're doing together is the participation of the group. Being able to hear how it resonates with others and how it's playing out in the lives and work of other people is going to bring some clarity to you. And you and your perspective is going to bring clarity to others as well. Not only for your current reality, but what work could possibly look like for you, what adjustments maybe you could make, and who knows, maybe some networking that could possibly happen. So I've added an extra 30 minutes to add a bit of a mastermind element to this workshop. And you're going to receive in your registration a Working Genius assessment along with downloadable results that you're going to get immediately when you finish the assessment. I'm going to send you content visuals from the workshop once we're done, and a customizable personal playbook so you can begin to play to your strengths. But if you want to take it one more step, you can schedule a coaching session around your Working Genius results and walk through your personal playbook with me for an additional $47. And as a bonus, if you share this with a friend or a colleague and let me know that you referred them and they register, you're going to receive that coaching session for free. The ball is in your courts. I hope to see you at my next Your Working Genius workshop.